Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk more Fringe. Episode 3, it's still early days. I'm still just internalizing the show. So I have a couple of main goals for this episode. A, I want to start learning everybody's names. I know Olivia, I know Walter, I know Peter, but I don't yet know everybody else's names. I go, oh, that guy, oh, her, that sort of thing. But I want to get to the point where I'm remembering names. I'll get there. It may not happen this episode, but I want to focus on that. Two, I want to start figuring out what fringe science entails, how all encompassing it is. I suspect it's pretty far reaching, but does it include stuff that we would traditionally consider supernatural? I don't know. So I'm keeping an eye out for that sort of stuff. And this episode will be a good litmus test for that because it's called the Ghost Network. Now, are we taking ghost literally? Is this more about the network? Is this a technology thing? Is this ghosts living in the internet? I don't know yet, but I don't have enough of a handle on where the show may go as far as the phenomenon it's exploring. So I'm curious. But yeah, I'm definitely still in the gathering more information phase of this show, getting a feel for what the vibe is. It's been pretty consistent so far, but I want to see, since we're still sort of early days of season 1, a show is often sort of finding its footing, finding its rhythm, seeing what works and what doesn't. They're beginning to get ratings and feedback and reviews and all of these sorts of things, which subtly alter the direction a show may be taking and the tone it may deliver to its audience. So I wouldn't be surprised if the show evolves a little bit, especially in the sort of like first half season or so. And I'm also just sort of getting back into the rhythm of old school network television. I know this is only a 10-year-old series, but it feels like a different era. Not a lot of television does 20 plus episodes a season anymore, especially premium format stuff. So I have to remember that not every episode will be driving the main plot forward, that there's going to be a lot of standalone episodes, that this is made for an audience that isn't necessarily signing that social contract that they will tune in for every episode every week. So these episodes have to be a little more standalone in nature, especially as we gather an audience. But I'm curious. I want to see more. I'm really liking the show so far. Let's jump right into it. This is episode 3 of the first season of Fringe, and it's called The Ghost Network.
Do you believe that God can speak to you, Father?
Of course I do.
What about the devil, then? I see things.
Okay. We're flashing back here. Is this him pre-growing out his hair? Well, what's in the briefcase?
I see things.
What's up with the bags?
I'm scared
Scared of what?
of what's going to happen on the bus.
Oh. He's had a vision? Is there a bomb in there? What's on there? Oh. No. This is Okay, this is chemical warfare. What was up with that backpack? What?
I just wanted to stop.
So he just had a vision of it? Alright, who are these guys? I don't think this guy was involved other than that he had a premonition. Was that happening simultaneously? You probably don't want to go in there, buddy.
Oh my god.
Oh. They're all frozen? Did, like, time stop in there? Huh.
The souls of the just are in the hand of God, and no
We're at Scott's funeral. Presumably that's the mother.
The man betrays his country, turning over state secrets to God knows who, and here we are pretending he's a hero.
I know. Stop. It's over now.
He
Charlie,
told me
Charlie,
he loved
Charlie.
me.
I wasn't going to tell you this. But he said he loved me too.
Agent Francis.
Charlie Francis. Very famous Canadian track and field coach named Charlie Francis. He was Ben Johnson's coach, the man who supplied him with all his steroids.
You're not on any medication, Walter.
Of course I am. I've been making it myself in the lab.
Oh, I wish you were joking. I'll be right back.
Hey, what are you doing? You were supposed to check in before you came home.
If you tell anybody else that I'm here, you're the first one of the bunch I'm gonna come after.
Check in before you came home. Who was he working for before Olivia recruited him?
Confirm the attack isn't biological in nature. There's no contagion.
What is going on in there? It looks like suspended animation, but it looks like it's literally frozen in time.
Mosquitoes trapped in amber.
No. Okay, so there is like an amber.
I need to study it back in my lab. Can I have some?
Crazy. Are there such things as gases that can convert directly to solid? I know the inverse can happen. That's sublimation.
It's not here.
Is this limation?
Cómodo perguemos.
What language was he speaking? Greek? Oh, this is our guy giving confession. Okay.
What is that?
Toner accident.
I don't know.
Stigmata.
Who was he, Peter? The man in the restaurant.
It was nothing. He was harassing the waitress. I just told him to cut it out.
Oh, I see.
If we're lucky, maybe she caught whoever did. Stop. Go back.
That bag's not
Close in on
in.
that woman. Evelina Mendoza. She's a federal employee.
Well, DEA.
Oh my God. She's
Special
DEA.
agent.
From her record, she seemed like an exemplary agent.
She was. She heard members of the cartel discussing something about the pattern. I told her I never heard of it.
The pattern. Cartels know about the pattern.
Do you have any idea what she could have been carrying?
I wish I could be more helpful. I've been asked to officially ID her body.
Why don't I trust him? He's very reminiscent of Scott.
I didn't realize how hard this was going to be.
Were they intimate as well?
I'd like to say goodbye.
Of course.
Yeah, no, he wants to get on the body for some reason. Is he getting a ring off or something? I think he definitely loved her.
That doesn't seem like the profile of a mass murderer.
No. I didn't think so either.
But we're gonna find his shrine room with all his drawings.
Accidents, disasters we've seen over the last year.
He's having visions of the pattern.
Is that the flight from Hamburg?
Yep.
I hope it will help you find whoever's behind these attacks.
Attacks?
Apparently, Royals hasn't told you.
Her name's Nina, right?
This one gonna happen too, Roy?
Look, just all of a sudden, I get this feeling.
And the only way that I can get it out.
To try to draw what I see.
How long have you been getting these feelings?
9 months. 9 months.
As long as the pattern's been happening?
Began roughly when we became aware of the pattern.
Meaning what?
I'm not entirely sure yet.
The man's psychic.
Yeah.
I would like to prove it.
And here we go.
And how would you do that?
Am I required to keep him alive?
That would probably be best.
Am I required to keep him alive?
Nina Sharp just told me that this isn't the first time that material from the bus has been used.
Nina Sharp.
She's correct. Sometimes I don't tell you everything for your own protection.
Oh, that's not good.
His vitals are spiking.
That's not good at all.
What's
Are we gonna
No
explode
idea.
it?
extremely interested to find out.
Pull him out. That can't be good.
Shut it down now!
Shouldn't you be shutting it down the moment his vitals are spiking?
Why would there be metal in his blood? That's not normal, right?
There's all sorts of metals in our blood. Iron, for instance. And iron's magnetic. It just must be much higher than normal.
Bailey and I worked on this very problem.
Belly?
Yeah, as in William Bell, founder of Massive Dynamics. No other government knew the spectrum existed. They couldn't listen in.
Yes, and they called it the GHOST Network.
Oh, okay.
Roy McComb was one of your test subjects.
Of course. That explains it, doesn't it?
You just recognize him.
Did you ever even bother to explain to him what you were doing?
Well, it wouldn't have been a very secret experiment if I had.
Jesus, Walter.
Turned him into some kind of receiver.
A receiver of what?
Transmissions.
On the Ghost Network.
As you observe this image, your brain perceives...
Is it a bird or a rabbit?
A rabbit, and a duck again. It always comes back to the duck.
Thank you. We get it.
I'm sorry. I don't think I do get it.
Well, neither do I. I just want him to stop.
It may be possible to redirect the transmissions from his visual centers to his auditory cortex.
Wait, you want to rewire his brain?
Not without his permission. I would need a specific piece of equipment. A magnetic neurostimulator I built in 1983.
Probably something
If you
for
were
massive.
trusted, it would work. Hidden in a wall in our old house in Cambridge.
Okay.
I'm gonna call in, see if we can track down the owner for consent.
Or,
This is barely even a crime. I used to live here.
still a crime.
It's got to be sort of a relief, right? Knowing there's a rational explanation.
I wouldn't exactly call any of this rational.
None of it is.
So where's your mother now?
That's a story for another time.
Pretty much knew this was what I wanted to do by the time I was 9.
When I was 9 years old, I think I wanted to be a brontosaurus.
When I was 7, I wanted to be a triceratops, but... dumbwaiter.
You'll need to be awake for the procedure. Sedative.
Conscious brain surgery.
Reduce
No, thank you.
anxiety.
You look really familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that a lot.
20 years ago, I made you sick.
Oh, you've returned.
What'd they find?
We found your equipment.
This brings back some memories.
Looks like Christmas lights. Oh, we're going full Doc Brown,
For some
1955 here.
information.
Oh,
This won't hurt.
Is this Poli-Sci 101?
Not remotely.
Who was it?
Freshman.
Walter reminds me of Cortazar from The Expanse. Like, he's just had all his empathy wiped away with a giant magnet. It's all about the research.
You'll be shown a series of images.
I know Walter came first, but you know what I mean. It's a horse.
It's a horse.
Ow.
You may also experience an involuntary bowel movement.
What? You might shit yourself.
Next image, son.
Oh, this is weird. I'm tasting dirt.
So we're getting close. No sensations at all?
I don't think so.
Smells
Damn
like
it,
the
don't you
beach.
feel anything?
I'm a little scared.
You! 200 ghosts. Don't do that! Stop, I said!
Quando fiet?
What did you say?
I don't know.
Latin?
I can hear voices.
Damn, what's that word? Hora,
Time?
hour.
Yeah.
Something's happening in an hour. I majored in linguistics. My Latin's admittedly a bit fuzzy.
If she majored in linguistics, Hora would not
And then
tie her up, because it's the same in Spanish.
I think someone's meeting at South Station to make an exchange in an hour. It was on her from the start, maybe, or...
She had it on her the whole time.
Has her body been stolen?
I've been asked to officially ID her body.
Yeah, she had it on her the whole time. He took something off her hands. Knew I didn't trust him. Did she like have a chip in her palm of her hand or something? Terrible place to implant something in the palm of your hand. Something the size of a quarter. I feel like
We have to assume David is working for the same people that hit the bus. I'll notify CI. And in the meantime, I'm sending the field assist your way.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
I believe with proper demodulation, you could receive satellite television for free.
Okay, our time's over. Bastard, let's get him unhooked.
Walter's such a frickin' wild card.
We can see you.
Outside South Station. We're verifying you haven't been followed.
Then we'll instruct you further.
Everybody's suspicious.
Got him. He's at the south end of the terminal.
Oh, someone just took that guy that just bumped into him, just took the case.
Hands in the air now.
Or killed him. Yeah, they took the case and killed him. That was the quietest silenced weapon I've ever heard.
Put the case on the ground.
Okay. I will die for this. So what was on the case, on the chip? Something about the pattern. It's not even really a chip, is it? It's just like a little resin disc.
So, any idea what it is?
Not yet. But I'm hoping our friends at the NSA will be able to tell us.
If any government agency is involved with the pattern, it's got to be the NSA. Do you really have friends at the NSA?
Ziegler. Not only can we now put a face to these people, but we know they're communicating. And how? I'd say that's an impressive day's work.
We just need to keep Roy plugged in the whole time.
3 of them are incidents that we hadn't been aware of.
Have they not happened yet?
If you want.
Oh. Okay, he trusts her.
If you hear anything else, do me a favor, give me a call.
I will. Really nice to be able to help.
I have a few release forms I need you to sign, and then I can take you home.
Yeah. We have a little NDA for you.
Any requests?
How about some Bach?
Play Misty for me.
What you need is some jazz.
Walter's either going to love this or hate this, but it's triggering something.
I'm sure you can understand why I don't want to go through channels.
All right, Royals, what are you up to? Is it Nina?
If I know you at all, this isn't the only reason you're here.
I'm in the business of protecting all my agents.
I want nothing but the best for her.
Okay,
Found another
we're
one.
supposed to be highly
Let's see what we
suspicious of Royals, but he's doing this for the right reasons.
We've been pulling information from the disk for the last 72 hours.
Downloading his brain? Okay. Here's what I don't get. Everyone's been warning me season 1 of Fringe is a little slow, and it's more weird case of the week than the through line of the plot. And yet every episode we've had so far has been ties to Massive and ties to the pattern, and we're calling back Agent Scott's defection or betrayal, and now he's in Massive Dynamics care and they're downloading his brain. It feels like the main plot, the through-line plot, is happening all around these episodes. Maybe that eases off, I don't know, but right now I feel like it's accelerating. You know, now we see that Royals and Nina have, they're aware of each other, and they have a cordial, if conflicting, relationship. So, yeah, we're not supposed to know what's going on right now. I was immediately suspicious of the guy from the DEA. You could tell that he was doing something to her hand. I thought he was like maybe taking a ring off or something like that. But no, he was cutting into her palm and stealing this chip. I mean, or whatever it is, this weird disc that has 0 oscillations, like scientific technobabble, but it might be just what Massive Dynamic needs to break the encryption. But encrypted what? Who knows? We will find out. But yeah, the pattern. Is it just the events, or are we calling this deep state underground organization the pattern? itself, or is anyway. There's a pattern, and there's all these connected incidents, and they have some incredibly advanced technology, stuff that is based on a lot of Walter Bishop's research. His partner, Bell, the founder of Massive Dynamic, has seemingly run with a lot of that research since Walter went into the mental institution and made a ton of profit off of it, but also developed a bunch of very useful top secret technologies. If any of you are like material scientists or chemists or anything like that, I'm like genuinely interested. Can a gas convert directly to a solid? I guess if the temperature change is quick enough, it could. Like if you could immediately freeze it, you could precipitate gas into solid form. But that would, that's like turning water vapor into snow. But that would take a massive temperature gradient, and this seemed like it just required a nitrogen catalyst. Nitrogen, which is infamously one of the most inert elements, and yet it acted as a catalyst to this vapor that he released in the bus. The other thing is yeah, the guy was wearing a gas mask, but the vapor was already out in the bus, and if all it takes to catalyze is contact with nitrogen, wouldn't it immediately start solidifying as soon as it's released? And wouldn't that trap him in it as well? Wouldn't he have to have it on some sort of timer? I don't know. I'm being a nerd and poking holes in the fake science, but don't get me wrong. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this. I like the what if of the whole show, and I'm certainly into learning more about the conspiracy and the workings of this mysterious organization and what the goal is. What did Agent Scott know that's so important that Massive Dynamics putting all these resources into downloading his brain? Yeah, you guys tell me this gets better as it goes on. Once we get into season 2 and stuff, I'm loving the ride already. So I love that. It's like when all of you were telling me, oh, if only you can sit through the first season of The Leftovers, you're really gonna love seasons 2 and 3. And it's like I loved season 1 of The Leftovers, but I know what you mean when you get to seasons 2 and 3. Same with The Expanse. What is it with all these shows like taking a season to find their footing and like really get to where the story's awesome? A lot of shows were like that. The X-Files was like that. The best season of X-Files? It wasn't until season 3 that it really became the X-Files that everybody knows, loves, and remembers so well. Same with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, for that matter. Other Monster of the Week type shows. So I'm invested. There's enough promise here that I'm fully on board, and I'm really digging the ride so far. I'm going to put this out here. I haven't put any of these out on YouTube yet when I'm recording this, but I'm begging all of you to be really, really careful with spoilers, because this feels like the kind of show that could get ruined with spoilers. So I know the vast majority of you are super awesome about this. I love you guys, your support, your understanding of what it is to be a reactor is amazing. But for those of you who like to see the world burn, please restrain yourselves, at least here on Neil Talks. It would be greatly appreciated. And I don't know, if any of you are huge fans of Fringe and are here for the long run and are interested, let me know and we can talk about making you a moderator for my comment section, because I would really hate to see a show like this get ruined for me. Yeah, that's all I've got right now. I'm loving this. I can't wait for next week. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys then. And until then, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.